Hello, Warriors, and welcome back to Early Access. My name is Norgoz, and this is SOHEI. SOHEI. Risk, reward, added pressure from the special Souls weapon mechanic. We're going to talk about all that. And hey, Jimmy, I need you to stop skipping through the video. It hurts the algorithm. Be cool. Be like water. Flow like water. We'll get to all that stuff. We're going to talk about the damage. We're going to talk a little bit about punishes. I won't talk too much about frame data. I'm sure Freeze and Spaniard and others have covered that. Also, it'll be on the For Honor Info Hub. I'll have that in the description somewhere if I remember to do it. Thank you to Ubisoft for providing me with early access so that I can, through a collaboration with them, produce this content and provide it to you all. So we can finally move on to the meat and potatoes of this video, and I get to turn my ginger face off. You have a soul system here, and we're going to look at the moveset for that. Soul weapons. SOHEI has 6 soul weapons. Landing a hit with a soul weapon activates its soul. These weapons can be used during light soul stance or heavy soul stance. So to simplify this so it's not overly complicated, the stance is when you do light opener, heavy opener, or zone opener, which is Mad Monk opener. So light opener means you can either go into your light finisher, or you can do a zone. If you do a heavy opener, it means you can do a heavy finisher or a zone. Your zone opener and chain zone go open both stances, basically. So you can chain into either or. The chain zone has hyper armor and comes from the left side. The opener zone comes from the right. Both of which are 24 damage. I'm going to tell this bot to stop blocking so we can see that a little bit better. So, light opener and chain zone, 24 damage, and then you can do any finisher you want to. So, you can kind of Beyblade it out a little bit. Finisher lights have blue. They are 6 damage on all sides. Opener lights are 9 damage, as you have seen. Opener heavies are 26. Chain heavies depend on what side you go to. Top heavy is 20. Has a little bit of a stun component to it. Left side is 6 with a bleed that adds for 12 damage, so it's 18. And then the right side heavy is also the same way. It is an 18 damage hit, but this is your gank tool. That does have a pin. That's going to be your ganking tool. That's what you're going to get together with your friends and have all the fun with. So, now that we have all that taken care of, I have to clear this out. This is the 7 Force Strike. It is only off of your bash and only off of the zone input and only when you have 6 soul weapons active. You do not get a zone from bash. You get lights from bashes, which is 11 on all sides. You get heavies on all sides as well, both of which are 11 damage, same stance. The difference is going to be the hitboxes. Your left and right hitboxes on your heavies can be potential peel tools or could be good for team fighting because of the trajectories on them. The lights are just straightforward. The same thing with your finishers. Both your light and heavy finishers have no side hitboxes on them. They are direct attacks from those smaller weapons, not from his main weapon, the main larger staff weapon. So, we talked about, guard break. So, your guard break punish is going to be one of 3 things, rather. So, your max damage punish, and if you want to execute, is your zone opener. It's 24 damage. That's your max raw damage punish. However, and this is something that's interesting, I want everybody to pay attention to this. Guard break, you get a triple tap, light or triple tap heavy. Left, right, top. I'm not changing my guard. That is the way that it works. It's built into the game. So you have like a triple stab with think Peacekeeper, but you get it with heavies as well. And you notice that my soul flames are activated on all 3 of those hits. 3 damage each, total of 9. 6 stamina each, total of 18. So if you're playing the stamina game, it's the same for heavies. 3 damage each, 6 stamina each, 18 damage overall, plus the 15 from the guard break. So you're looking at, what, 33 stam? 33 stam. In comparison, and that guarantees that they actually land. So if you're playing the stamina game, it may be more efficient in the long run to just do that. And then once you have all of these activated, it does add extra pressure to that to the enemy. So you may do an empty dodge, you may guard break them. So right here, I dodge forward, and the enemy is the player, and they're like, oh man, I got to dodge. And then you guard break them, or, you know, maybe you have T-Rex arms like I do. And then you guard break them, and then you throw your zone, you execute them, or, you know, you get extra damage, whatnot. So it does have dodge attacks. The soul stance doesn't change anything in a dual sense or a 2v2, but in 4s, the feats, which we'll go over, will show you tier 3 actually gives you a 25% damage bonus passively while you have these open. So that's pretty nice. So some of the damage numbers may not seem like they're very much, but you're going to have that up, you know, enough to, you're going to have that up, you know, your goal is to have that up as often as possible. And your tier 4 allows you to gain all of these charges on demand. So if you don't have them activated, or if you do have them activated, you can use them, and then you can get them again. If you don't have them, you can use the tier 4 to have it, and then you have that extra added pressure running around the battlefield. So I dodge forward. He's scared. I can guard break him, or I can just get him. This does not execute, as you can see. There is no execution on that attack. That's the downside, is if you can kill someone really quickly with that attack, but you do not get the execution. So that is going to be the trade-off. Also, as you may notice, backstep light is back. That's right. Light openers, and the heavy openers too, but normally heavies will do this anyway, but like light openers, backstep light. So it exists, it's there. You can use it, or you can lose it, whatever you want to do. So we talked about bashes. We didn't talk about dodge lights, though. Top light is 9. I think that's 500 milliseconds. And then the sides, I assume, are going to be 6. That's 11 damage. 9 stamina each. 4 dodge heavy. 9 stam. 16 damage. Sides are 11. I have recorded this a couple of times, and I can't recall if there's anything else that I've missed here. So we want to talk about max punishes, I guess, a little bit. I believe that what we're looking at here for the throw, I haven't done extensive testing on this, but I believe light to zone is pretty much your go-to here. It's only 33 damage, but you do have chain pressure here. Go into your heavies, you have chain pressure there. With a wall splat, you do get 23 damage. Any side, 23. I suppose what I need to do now is show you how to stand punishes from yourself. Really? You get no punish. Okay, on heavies you get no punish. Alright, well, let's do lights then. Goodness gracious. Yeah, you get a light. You ain't getting no heavy. That's for damn sure. Yeah, that's it. That's, Looks like parry the light, but I can't parry the heavy. Does that make me a gamer? Yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, on guard break, should be a light. Let's see, on the wall splat, let's see if you can actually get a heavy. Probably not. No. Yeah, it's just gonna be a light. Just gonna be another light. If they're out of stamina and you're out of stamina, you have T-Rex arms. No, if you have out of stamina, they're out of stamina, then you can get one heavy. Pretty sure that's it. Yeah, any direction. I would probably not recommend changing your guard on this. Let's do... Okay, that does work out, but back throw. Same thing. You're only going to get 23 there. But I'm still baffled. Wow, I don't get any parry. I get no punish off the light parry. I hadn't tested that particular one yet. Or not light parry, the heavy parry. Whoa. Not out of stamina. But you do get some unique ones when you're not out of stam. Okay. So... that's parryable. But you still have the pressure that you can do that. Off light parry, you should be able to get that. This is why we test stuff. This is why we test stuff. I was like talking with someone else about this, and they were under the impression that that's guaranteed. I don't know what the frame data is on this, so I'm sure Freeze and Spaniard will do videos on this. Here we go. So off of parry, you get the lights. The beauty of it, though, if you notice, let's see, do the heavies. There we go. Let's do this here. I gotta reset it. Okay, let's give him some more stamina, health. All right. Heal and kill. Okay. Notice that off of the parry punish, you do get a soul. So it does open up your soul weapon. So this is a way that you can, pressure somebody into potentially, making a mistake. Like, oh, there you go, right there. That's the last one I needed. There you go. Or okay, let's set that up there for the camera. Okay, I only need the light parry on the left, so I'm gonna change guards to the left. Get it, boom, immediately, and I've got pressure at that point because I can zone. Do that again. All right, left side, I can zone. They could parry it, but oh, I messed up. I made a mistake. Mistakes were made. There you go. And that's something that this needs more testing, but see, I did a hard feint instead of a soft feint. I got punished for it. Soft feint would have been better in that scenario. So that I believe may or may not be guaranteed. I need more testing to figure it out, but we'll see. Yeah, off the parry punish, off the heavy, you're not getting that. But off the light punish, off the light parry punish, you're definitely getting that. Do light opener. Yeah, you're going to be able to change guards in that too, I think. I wasn't ready for that. I was not ready. I am tired. There we go. Is that tech? Am I going to die? Nope. Oh my guys. That's tech. Let's go. The Goz man figured out some tech all on his lonesome. Look at that. So yeah. So you can't block it. Yeah, see, I have it set to block. So if you delay your heavy just a little bit, maybe 100, 200 milliseconds, if you're not buffering it, so if you're not buffering your heavy after that light parry, you can get the 23 damage heavy in any direction. Zone is probably the better bet. It's 24 damage instead of 23, and you don't have to delay it. So that's the zone. That's a bit of a rundown now on SOHEI and some of the basics of the kit. I did discover that it does seem there is some tech there on the light parry finisher or light parry punishes. Ideally, the most raw damage you can get if you don't need the souls, or you don't want the souls, or you just want to execute somebody or put more raw damage on them for pressure reasons. And I think that's what this character's all about. It's about building pressure through being methodical and strategic about your gameplay. And I know I've said that a lot about some of the other heroes that have been coming out, because some of them they are similar playstyles, where Varangian Guard is also one of those heroes you don't just kind of jump in and do a whole bunch of stuff with. She does have a dodge. She's got a dodge cancel at the end of one of her chains. She also has a full block cancel into her full block. SOHEI does not have that, so he's even more slow, methodical, thought out, strategic. I like characters like that. Call me crazy, whatever. I was a Warlord main before all this. I was a Yorm main before all that. We can look at feats real quick. We'll look at the feats, and I'll talk about the synergy really, really quick, really, really briefly. I've recorded this stuff a lot. I need to get to bed, need to get online for the Warriors Den tomorrow morning. So let's talk about feats. Tier 1, I have the Demon, Iron Lung, Speed Revive. I have the Demon. That's the go-to. 25% defense debuff to them. That's what it is. I ran the numbers. That's how I know. It'll be on the info hub too, I'm sure. Soul Soother for tier 2. Consume all your souls to fully heal. Requires 6 souls. So not 4, not 5, but 6. You do not get a percentage of that heal if you have less souls. You can't heal unless you have the full 6 souls. That's the same as with his 7 force strike. You have to have all 6 souls to use it. It's not like, oh, I got 4, I'll do less damage. It doesn't work that way. Arrow Strike, also a really good bread and butter tier 2. I see both of these as viable. Arrow Strike being 45 damage in a small area is still going to be a really good option if you're looking to use offense. Smoke Bomb, I think, specifically for SOHEI is going to be maybe a little bit more useful. So Smoke Bomb isn't as powerful as it once was, but because you're trying to get your soul weapons activated, this can give you that extra, may potentially give you that extra pressure to land an unblockable or to scare someone into making a dodge or to dodge roll out, and you guard break them. You get 3 souls on your heavy or your light. Maybe those are the last souls you needed. Then you have even more pressure because, you know, you stopped them pulling out the smoke bomb. Now you've got that extra pressure. You know, maybe you make a good read. They're rolling away. You chase them down. It just, by chase, I mean you do your forward dodge roll, heavy attack, and hope it lands, and then, you know, gotta go from there. Anyway, rant over. Ancillary Might. This is a 25% damage bonus when you have 6 souls. Gain an attack buff upon acquiring 6 souls. The buff remains active until you consume or lose your souls. You consume your souls by using your tier 2 or using 7 force strike or dying. That's how you can use them or lose them. Punch through. No. Tough as nails. Why are y'all using this feat? Why are y'all using this feat? Oh, I want to get more health. I want to feel like a boss, but I want to stack this with that perk that's got, like, Headhunter. It's got an extra 12 health if I, like, or something like that. Like, if I kill 4 different people, now I got Tough as Nails, it gets the extra 10%. This hero's got, like, 130, 140 HP or something like that, man. It's an extra, like, maybe 14 HP, man. You know? Like, I don't know. Maybe if I get enough health from that, I might not die one shot to a SOHEI. Hey, maybe you're making some... Okay, now you're making sense if you say that. But just for that one specific niche, still, it ain't worth it. So, moving right along here. Ancillary Might is pretty much the go-to, I think, on that one. The other two just don't compare. Soul Waker, you gain all souls on demand. That's pretty much a given. I think that's pretty much going to be your go-to. Regenerate, meh. Arrow Storm, I think may be an alternative, but I think you're usually going to go with Soul Waker. That's just kind of the way that I see it rolling. For those of you who really care about the perks, Shields Up, Aegis, Devourer, Endurance, Survival Instinct, Headhunter, Fresh Focus. That's right. He's a heavy without heavy perks. The devs recognize heavy perks are busted. They're a little overtuned. I'm sure that they're going to address that at some point when they get the opportunity. But right now, Devourer is pretty much your go-to. 10 extra HP on healing. On executions, Headhunter, and or maybe, you know, Headhunter, or maybe Endurance or Survival Instinct, or perhaps you want to go with Fresh Focus. But I think those are kind of your go-tos. You know, you don't have anything that builds shields, so you're not Yorm. You don't want that. You don't care for that. Shields Up is only when you're revived. It's no good anymore. It used to be on spawn, and that was a little too much. But Devourer, Headhunter, and either Endurance or Survival Instincts, I think, are the go-tos on perks. Although nobody in competitive uses perks because they're all banned in competitive. And it's not that they're, you know, one thing or the other. It's just it changes the way the game is played. It just, there needs to be a standardization of all that for competitive play. So this is, and of course, heavy perks exist, like Last Stand. But yeah, that is SOHEI. And of course, there's photo mode, if I haven't talked about that yet in this video. Like, that is pretty cool. So, yeah, what are you guys thinking? What was that noise? Is that new? When did that come out? So you're getting a sneak peek at the new emote that may or may not be launching on Thursday. But if it's not there on Thursday, it'll probably be something that you get to see in the future. This is a good one. This is a really good one. There's a lot of really good fashion and emotes and effects and stuff coming out of this event along with SOHEI. So this is really good. Here, thank you very much. Subscribe, like, share, and see us live on Twitch. We're probably live right now if you're watching this on Thursday. My name is Norgoz, and thank you very much to Early Access, or thank you very much to Ubisoft for the Early Access that allowed us to produce and provide this content to you all. As a Ubisoft partner, I'm grateful for these opportunities. My name is Norgoz, and I'll see you next time. You stop that?